As I sit here in this cold, damp cell, haunted by the memories of that fateful weekend in the Colorado mountains, I feel compelled to document the horror that unfolded, hoping that someone, somewhere will hear my plea for justice. It all started innocently enough, a weekend hunting trip with a group of friends amidst the rugged beauty of the Rockies. We were seasoned outdoorsmen, accustomed to the solitude and dangers of the wilderness. Little did we know that our journey would lead us into the heart of darkness itself. The first sign that something was amiss came on the second day of our expedition. We had split into pairs to cover more ground, and I found myself trudging through the dense forest with my friend Jack. The air was thick with tension, and an unnatural silence seemed to envelop us. I remember the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end as we pressed on, our rifles at the ready. Suddenly, a bone-chilling howl echoed through the trees, freezing us in our tracks. It was like nothing I had ever heard before, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very depths of hell itself. Jack and I exchanged nervous glances, but we brushed it off as the cry of some nocturnal predator. But as night fell and we made camp, an oppressive sense of dread settled over us like a suffocating blanket. The fire provided little comfort against the encroaching darkness, and we huddled together, our senses on high alert. It was then that they came, a horde of shadowy figures emerging from the gloom, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly hunger. They moved with an unnatural grace, their forms shifting and twisting in the flickering firelight. I tried to raise my rifle, but my hands trembled uncontrollably, and my shots went wide. The next thing I knew, chaos erupted all around us. Jack screamed as he was dragged into the darkness, his cries cut short by a sickening crunch. I scrambled to my feet, my heart pounding in my chest as I fled into the night, the sounds of slaughter echoing behind me. For hours, I stumbled blindly through the wilderness, haunted by the anguished cries of my friends and the gut-wrenching stench of blood and death. Finally, I emerged onto a deserted road, my body covered in gore and my mind reeling with disbelief. I staggered into the nearest town, a broken shell of a man, and collapsed in front of the police station, my words tumbling out in a frantic torrent. But instead of sympathy, all I found was suspicion and scorn. They accused me of murder, of fabricating some absurd tale to cover my tracks. And so here I sit, condemned to rot in this hellish prison cell, my only solace the hope that someone, somewhere, will listen to my story and uncover the truth behind the horrors that lurk in the Colorado mountains. For I know now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that what we encountered that night was no mere animals. It was creatures of pure evil, skinwalkers, and they will stop at nothing until they claim us all.